How do you take 32 shots? Control almost 80% of possession. Play against 10 men. And still lose? Because football isn't always decided by talent. Sometimes it's decided by what happens inside your mind. Turkey entered this match with their World Cup lives on the line. One more defeat, and the dream would be over. What happened next became one of the most painful lessons of the 2026 World Cup. Because the pressure didn't just beat Turkey. It consumed them. A nation playing for survival. For Turkey, this wasn't just another group stage match. It was survival. After a crushing defeat to the United States in their opening game, there was no room left for mistakes. Players knew it. Fans knew it. The entire country knew it. Win, or risk going home. And that is where pressure becomes dangerous. Because when every pass matters, every chance matters, every mistake feels bigger. The game begins before the whistle. It begins inside your head. The worst possible start. Then disaster arrived. Not after 20 minutes. Not after 10. After barely 1 minute. Paraguay launched forward. A strike from distance. A rocket. Goal. Just 64 seconds. Turkey hadn't even settled into the match. And suddenly they were behind. Everything changed. The game plan disappeared. Patience disappeared. Now they had to chase. And chasing creates panic. Panic creates mistakes. And mistakes create more pressure. The cycle had already begun. When courage meets desperation. Paraguay had every reason to fear what came next. Turkey pushed forward relentlessly. Wave after wave of attacks. The pressure increased. The crowd sensed it. The players felt it. Then came another twist. A red card. Paraguay were reduced to 10 men before halftime. Now the football world expected only one outcome. Turkey would come back. Turkey would overwhelm them. Turkey would score. But football doesn't always follow logic. Because while Turkey had more players, Paraguay had something stronger. Belief. The trap of expectation. The second half became a psychological battle. Turkey dominated possession. Turkey dominated territory. Turkey dominated opportunities. But every missed chance made the next one harder. Every missed shot created frustration. Every failed attack increased anxiety. The goal looked closer, yet somehow felt further away. Kenan Yildiz searched for answers. Arda Güler searched for answers. The entire Turkish attack searched for answers. But pressure was already controlling the game. The harder they tried, the more difficult football became. Because confidence is invisible. But once it disappears, everyone can see it. The team that refused to break. Meanwhile, Paraguay defended like their tournament depended on it. Because it did. 10 men. 1 goal lead. An endless wave of pressure. And still they stood firm. Every tackle meant something. Every block meant something. Every clearance felt like a victory. The match stopped being about football. It became about resilience. The ability to suffer. The ability to stay calm when everything around you is collapsing. Paraguay showed the world that courage isn't attacking. Sometimes courage is surviving. The moment Turkey's dream ended, minute after minute passed. Turkey kept pushing. Paraguay kept resisting. The clock became the most dangerous opponent of all. And eventually, reality arrived. The final whistle. No equalizer. No miracle. No comeback. Just silence. Turkey were eliminated from the World Cup. Not because they lacked talent. Not because they lacked effort. But because football punishes teams that lose composure when pressure reaches its highest point. The scoreboard said Paraguay won 1-0. But that wasn't the real story. The real story was mindset. One team faced adversity and became stronger. The other faced adversity and became desperate. One team trusted the process. The other chased the result. And in football, that difference changes everything. Turkey had possession. Turkey had chances. Turkey had opportunities. But Paraguay had composure. And sometimes, composure is the most powerful weapon in football.